Hello everyone, and welcome to the first cast of Cortex Roleplay. I'm just going to be demonstrating a lot of the new things now with version 2.1 that is, right now it's in beta, but it's going to be ready for release very soon. So a lot of what you see is going to transfer over, and hopefully you'll get to see a lot of new things, and you'll learn how to use the commands, which a lot of people have been asking about, and we could really do a better job teaching you guys. So I'm just going to show off a lot of what we've done now. It's actually, what I just did, if you didn't notice, I hotkeyed the spawner to my first control group. That's actually been taken care of automatically now. That'll automatically be in your first control group, so you no longer have to worry about potentially losing that nearly as much as before. The first major change to 2.1 would be the chat system, which we've gotten rid of that really annoying thing where the chat would appear for a split second and then disappear. So when we type, there's no intermittent chat, and you can still check the message log and read what people said, but you lose that really ugly thing down there that makes many people very, very angry. So that's always nice, and the chat looks prettier too, so that's always good. The first major new command that we have is the rotate command. And a lot of people have been asking for something like this, but basically what it allows you to do is allows you to rotate a unit on the three axes, X, Y, and Z. So you have a lot more control than, say, just face. So we're going to tilt this nexus over like that. So as you can see, rotate will allow you to move a building like that. The format of the command is yaw, pitch, and then roll. Unfortunately, due to a Blizzard bug, the roll parameter doesn't actually work at all, so you can just leave it off and just leave it as yaw and pitch. If Blizzard ever fix it, which is I highly doubt, then it'll automatically work. But for now, it only works with yaw and pitch. Unfortunate, but you still have a lot of control, as you can see, and you can do all sorts of crazy stuff like that. And my personal favorite would be the Super Nexus, which involves use of attachments. I'm just going to screw around with it right now. I'm going to attach another nexus. And we're going to figure out, I'm just going to have to guess at these, unfortunately, because I'm a noob. Shocking, but I actually do not know all of the commands in Cortex that well. And that would be the Super Nexus, as I call it, because it involves so many nexus rotated in so many ways. And it's fairly interesting to blow up too. The next thing we have are a lot of improvements to the Smart Hostile AI. So I'm going to make a quick Smart Hostile base over here, and we'll see what is new with that. As always, you just have to spawn the minerals and everything for it, because if you don't, the AI kind of expects it to be there. That's the downside of using a melee AI, which we do use, because developing our own AI can just take way too long. I'm going to give it fast builds that it doesn't take 10 years to get started, and we're going to make it a capital. Sometimes, for whatever reason, this command just doesn't work. I can't tell you why, but I can tell you that just run it again, and if it doesn't work that time, then, well, it looks like it did work that time. But a lot of times it doesn't, and that doesn't mean you're doing the command wrong, just maybe means you need to reissue it. I would love to fix this bug, but unfortunately, it is part of the melee AI, and I just cannot do that right now. I am looking at upgrading the AI to Eagle AI, which is actually under development, but there's no telling how successful that will ever be. But for now, Smart Hostile does work, and as you can see, it will build, and it will do everything that it needs to do in order to offer your characters a challenge to kill. So we've got another hatchery, we've got two hatcheries, queens, we've got roaches coming out soon. It's going to do what you need it to do. It might not look pretty, but it'll do what you need it to do. And it's a lot better than just relying on, say, hostile and placing units all around. And if you use the control command, like I did, to control the Smart Hostile AI, you can actually control its units and make them do things that you want. So you still have a lot of flexibility with this command. The next command that stuff that people have been really excited about is replace unit, which allows you to completely replace a unit as far as it exists in the game. So I'm going to make a fairly popular unit with their place unit called the Terran carrier. It's like a carrier for the Protoss, except it shoots out interceptors and looks like a battlecruiser. Because Terran should totally have a carrier. And so what we're going to do is we're going to start off by replacing the basic unit of the carrier, the interceptor, with a Wraith. And that is as simple as the format gets. Replace unit replacing the interceptor, and the unit that you want to replace it with, the Wraith. And as soon as we do that, all our interceptors will become Wraiths. So when I spawn this carrier, it's going to want to arm with Wraiths, even though it says build interceptors. And I'm going to show you that right now, because as I build these interceptors, it is actually training Wraiths.
Awaiting orders.
So now we have a carrier with 12 Wraiths on board. We're just going to change that to a Hyperion model, and rename it to the Terran carrier. And now our valiant Terran carrier will go off and smash the enemy. We'll see how well that goes. Maybe it'll work, maybe it won't. I don't know. As you can see, these Wraiths are launching from the carrier. We can actually make it work right intercepting function. Like that. There. And now they'll actually shoot like interceptors and go around. Crazy stuff like that. Very cool feature, I think. And of course, when the main carrier is destroyed, the interceptor all goes. The next really cool command that we've added is replace effect, and we can use that with my favorite demonstration of replace effect, the Singularity Mothership. What is the Singularity Mothership? The Singularity Mothership is a mothership that shoots black holes, and I think that's really cool. So we're going to spawn our mothership here. And the two parameters are just like replace unit, the effect you're replacing, and the effect you want to replace it with. So we need the two effects. So we're going to find an effect that is the mothership damage behavior. So I'm just going to search effects mothership. And here, this looks like it will do something. Mothership secondary beam persistent. So we're going to type that in. And next we need the effect we want to replace it with, which would be the vortex. So we need to find a nice vortex behavior. In general, with stuff like vortexes and stuff that stays around, you want something along the lines of vortex trait persistent initial. Anything with persistent in it. Because that's how it works. So now our mothership should, if I type the command right now, type this in India, I hope I do, will now shoot black holes. I'm just going to go right now. And there it goes. It is now shooting vortexes, and do not stand a chance this time even, because I just believe these vortexes just tear through here like absolutely nothing. And you can do a lot of things with this. We could actually even make it shoot nukes. In fact, let's do that. I'm sure a lot of you have seen here a nuke detonate effect. Well, if we do that, now our mothership is shooting nukes. Unfortunately, it shot a nuke and it exploded itself. That happens if you directly replace effect. But you can do a lot of really cool things with that, and I hope to see many new creative units that I haven't had the time to think of. And that is just about it as far as the new commands go in Cortex 2.1. It's not a major release, but it does have a lot of new and interesting, exciting things, and I hope that you guys will actually understand how to use them now that I made a video showing you guys that. And I look forward to seeing what you guys make. And this will not be the last cast that I do. I intend to do many more casts, including showing how to build some nice stuff with Cortex. For those of you that are afraid to do building, or just don't understand the commands, or whatever, so be it. We'll teach it and do it better, and that is how we'll do it. So, this will be the end of the first cast. Thanks for watching, guys.